ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ń wo onílé lóko. Ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hey guys, it's Aderunke again. Today I'd like to continue on my series on Yoruba verbs, and the verb that I have for today is the verb laugh. Laugh. So when you want to say laughter in Yoruba, laughter as a noun, you would say erin. Erin is laughter in Yoruba. Erin, erin, erin. And when you use that in an example sentence, it looks like this. So the sentence that I have here is laughter is very good. Laughter here, of course, is a noun. Erin is laughter. Erin dára gan, or you could say erin dá gan. Dára and da both mean good, and they pretty much mean the same thing. It's just da is just the shrunk version of dara. It's basically a shrunk version of the other. So da, dara, good. Gan or pupo. In my previous video on verb, I used pupo. Here I'm using gan. Gan is very. Gan, very. It's to put emphasis, on whatever it is that you're describing as whatever, whether good or bad or whatever. It's just to say very. Gan. So that's an example sentence involving laughter. Erin da gan, erin dara gan. Whichever you prefer to use means laughter is very good. And if you've seen any of my previous videos on verbs, you would know that I involve pronouns. So I do I, you, he, she, or it, we. You as in the plural sense, when you're talking to one person that is older than you, or two or more persons of any age, or a group of people, and they. So that's what I do. And moving forward, I'm going to start with the pronoun I. I'm going to use the verb laugh, which is rarely, with the pronoun I. If you want to say, I want to laugh, I want to laugh, you would say, mo fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. Mo fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. I apologize if I sound nasal in this video. I have spring allergies, so I can't really speak for long before my nose starts to get stuffy. I want to laugh. Mo is high in the... Okay, I don't want to go into that because I already have a video on that. I have two videos on Yoruba pronouns. The first one is on the singular pronouns. The second is on the plural. And I pretty much explained pronouns in the subject forms and in the object forms in Yoruba. Mo is high within a sentence in the subject form. I expect you to please watch those videos to know what the objects and subject forms are. Fe is to want or to want to. Fe is to want or want to. Rẹ́rìn, like I said, is laugh. So mo fẹ́ rẹ́rìn is I want to laugh. Mo fẹ́ rẹ́rìn, I want to laugh. That's how to say it. Mo fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. Now, if you want to say I'm laughing, you could say, if you say I'm laughing, you're definitely doing it presently. But the reason why I put presently in brackets, I would explain in the next slide. Mo rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́. Mo rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́. The lọ́wọ́ is unnecessary. And take this as what it is going forward as I address the other pronouns. The lọ́wọ́ is unnecessary. You may include it, you may choose to exclude it. It doesn't have to be there. Mo rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́. Or you could simply say mo rẹ́rìn, I'm laughing. Mo is I. When you include in a sentence, you're giving it the present tense form. It gives it a sense of something that is happening currently or at a particular time. Am, is, so mo rẹ́rìn, I am rẹ́rìn, it would be laughing. Why is it laughing in this form? Why is it not laugh? we're being mindful of English tenses. As soon as it's is or are, or basically as soon as it's something that gives it a sense of something that is occurring presently, it changes the English, form or whatever. It's laughing. If you say I am laugh, I guess in essence what I'm trying to say is, if you say I am laugh, that doesn't make sense in English, right? So I'm trying to keep up with English tenses here in my transliteration or translation. So morally, I am laughing. Lower, or you could even shorten it and say lower, or lower, still the same thing. Moreri lower, moreri, simply moreri is I am laughing. Now this is the reason why I added lower in the previous slide. Moreri could also be I laugh. When you say lower, you're saying like right about now, at this time, now, right now. Although it doesn't have to be included in the sentence, I just decided to include it just so that you would see what the difference is. Moreri could mean I am laughing. It could also mean I laugh. Shoreri, are you able to laugh? Moreri. Or you could say mobareri. However, this is a way to say it. Moreri, which means I laugh. Mo is I. Like I said, when you include in a sentence, you give it a sense of something that is happening presently or something that happens. Moreri, I laugh. It's continuous present. I laugh. Whether it's yesterday that I laughed, or today, or I'm going to laugh in the future, whatever. Laughter is something that I'm able to do. Sherry, moreri, I laugh. Of course I'm able to laugh. Nowadays you could also say mubareri. However, you could say moreri, I laugh. Something that I'm able to do, I laugh. So the next sentence here is when you want to say it in the past tense and say I have laughed, you would say mo ti rẹ́rìn. Mo is I, like I said. Ti is have or had. It could be have and it could be had. So when you say mo ti rẹ́rìn, I had laughed, I have laughed. Could be used in those forms. T is have or had, rẹ́rìn is laugh. How do I know that it is laughed, not laugh? Again, I can't say I have laughed in English because in order to transliterate this into English for the English speakers, at least for now, until I learn how to teach in other languages, I have to be able to keep up with English tenses. That's why it has become laughed. So don't get worked up over, when do I know that this is laugh or laughed? It's still the same thing. This is just for the purpose of teaching the language. Moti reri, I have laughed. The next pronoun is you. And this pronoun is the singular you. It is the one that you would use when you're addressing someone that is younger than you or your age mate. If they're younger than you or your age mate, you would see the verb you in the next set of slides. There's another you that you would use for someone that is older than you. I think I said this earlier. Someone that is old, or maybe not. Someone that is older than you, or two or more persons of any age. So when you want to say to someone, you want to laugh. You want to laugh. Of course, in this form, you would be talking to someone that is younger than you or your age mate. Don't forget that, because I don't want to keep repeating that. Someone that is younger than you or your age mate. For the one that you would use for someone that is older than you, I'll get to that. You want to laugh. O ferreri. O is you. O is you. O, when you're talking to someone, you. O. It's different from you as a word in and of itself, which is iwo. But that's oh my goodness, I don't want to go to it. Please watch the video on pronouns. Basically, this is the you that you use in the subject form within a sentence. So, you, fe, like I said, want to or want to. Reri is love. Reri is love. Ofereri, you want to laugh. Ofereri, you want to laugh. The next one that I have here, following the pattern that I used for I, is onrerin lowo lowo. Onrerin lowo lowo. You could say onrerin lowo. Like I mentioned earlier, you can absolutely remove the lowo lowo. It would still mean the same thing. Onrerin lowo lowo. O is you. Like I said, could be is or are. How you're going to, translate that, if you're translating to English, will be dependent on whatever English language laws or rules for tenses apply. So here I can't say you is, but can be is or are. So you are. Rari is to laugh. I can't say you are laugh. I would have to say you are laughing. You get what I was saying earlier. So you are laughing. Oreri, lower, lower, presently. Oreri is you are laughing. Now, if you say oreri, you could also mean you laugh. Oreri, you laugh. Laughing is something that you're able to do. Oh, you laugh. It gives a present tense, present or present continuous tense to a sentence. So onrari could be you are laughing, and it could be you laugh. Now, when you want to say you have laughed, or you want to say you had laughed, you would say otireri. Otireri. O is you. T is have or had. Reri is laugh. So you have laughed. Otireri. Moving on to the next one, I have is she or it. Is she or it. So of course we're treating verbs. And it cannot laugh. Non-living things cannot laugh. So even if you're talking about a dog laughing, or like a cat laughing, whatever that means, you would still say he or she, right? Like they're sentient living beings, so you would not say it. So I'm excluding it because, again, non-living things cannot laugh. If I'm talking about Olatunji and I want to say Olatunji is typically the name for someone of the male gender. It's the well, don't let me say masculine Yoruba, but the names that men bear more often than women as first names. So when I say Olatunji Ferreri, I'm saying Olatunji wants to laugh. However, I'm using the pronoun he or she here. So O Ferreri. O Ferreri. O is the pronoun for he, she, or it in this sentence. So O fe, to fe is to want to, like I said. Reri is laugh. So he or she wants to laugh. O Ferreri. Moving on to the next one. If I say Oreri lowo lowo. Oreri lowo lowo. O is he or she. Can be is or are, depending on what the sentence looks like I've mentioned severally. Reri, laugh, laughing. Lower, lower is presently, which can be excluded. So, oreri lower, lower. So, oreri lower, lower is he or she is laughing. Oreri lower, lower. Now, if I say oreri, it could be he or she laughs. Like I said, it's something that they're able to do. Oreri, he or she laughs. Oreri. And moving on to the next one, so that, especially now that we're on a roll, I don't want to spend far too much time on each slide. I feel like we get the pattern. At least we should get the pattern now. So the last one on O is he or she has or had laughed. So Ó ti rẹ́rìn. Ó ti rẹ́rìn is he or she has laughed or he or she had laughed. Ó ti rẹ́rìn. Okay, so moving on to we. I'm going to be on a roll now because we get the pattern. I've done a couple of slides and you kind of know how this will probably go. We are now on plural pronouns. So we have we now. And when you want to say we want to laugh, you would say a fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. A is we here in the subject form within a sentence. A is we. Fẹ́ is to want or to want to. Rẹ́rìn is laugh. So a fẹ́ rẹ́rìn is we want to laugh. A fẹ́ rẹ́rìn, we want to laugh. Then when you say à ń rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, again you get the pattern. We is or are. Rẹ́rìn is laugh. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ is presently, which can be excluded. You don't have to say, when you say we are laughing, you're still kind of saying it's something that's going on presently. However, if you want to put emphasis, especially because we laugh would be pretty much the same sentence, you can choose to include lower. Again, I've explained this. À ń rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. We're laughing presently. When you say à ń rẹ́rìn, it could be we laugh. So continuous present is something that we're able to do. À ń rẹ́rìn could be we are laughing. It could be we laugh. À ń rẹ́rìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ would be we're laughing presently. À ń rẹ́rìn, we laugh, we're laughing. And then when you say a ti rẹ́rìn, we have or we had laughed. So a ti rẹ́rìn, we have laughed, we had laughed. Moving on, we have you here. Now this you, I've kind of touched on it a bit earlier, is the plural you. It is the you that you would use when you are addressing two or more people. So when you are addressing two or more people, of course, it's almost like a y'all kind of thing. Like, it's not just one you, it's like, you're talking to two or more people. So you're addressing them. Or it could be one person that is older than you when you address them this way. So you could either be talking to someone that is older than you, right? Or two or more persons of any age. When you want to say you want to sleep, you would say ẹ fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. Bear in mind that this is not ó fẹ́. When you say ó fẹ́ rẹ́rìn, as mentioned earlier, it's for someone that is younger than you, right? Or your age mate. However, for someone that is older than you, or two or more people, it is ẹ fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. Ẹ is you, plural you. Fẹ́ is to want to. Rẹ́rìn is to laugh. So ẹ fẹ́ rẹ́rìn is you want to laugh. And then when you say ẹ rẹ́rìn, you're saying you laugh. I've mentioned this, what this is. You laugh. Laughing is something that you're able to do. Ẹ rẹ́rìn could be you're laughing, could be you laugh. And when you say ẹ ti rẹ́rìn, ẹ is you, plural you. Ti is have or had. Rẹ́rìn is laugh. So ẹ ti rẹ́rìn, you have laughed, you had laughed. Now for the plural pronoun, the last plural pronoun, they, I would say this is what you would use when you're talking about someone that is older than you or two or more persons of any age. So I indicated here that I will explain. So when you're talking about someone that is older than you, the same pronoun that you would use, that he or she pronoun, when you're talking about them normally, that's not the same one that you would use for someone that is older than you. Ó fẹ́ rẹ́rìn, he or she wants to laugh, right? You're talking about someone. But you would only use ó when you're talking about someone that is younger than you or your age mate. That he or she equivalent for someone that is older than you is what I'm about to explain. So it could either be that you're talking about someone that is older than you, or you're talking about two or more persons of any age. They. The first example sentence: one Ferrari. One Ferrari. One is they. Fares to want to. Rare is laugh. They want to laugh. However, this day could literally be about just one person. It could be just one person that wants to laugh, but that one person would be someone that is older than you. When you say this sentence, it will be someone that is older than you, but typically it's two or more people of any age. However, when you say one, it could be one person that is older than you, or two or more persons of any age, irrespective of their ages, right? One, they. One Ferrari, they want to laugh. And when you say one rary lower, one rary lower, or you may even exclude lower totally. One is they, are rary, laughing, lower, presently. You can exclude lower, they are laughing. One rary. When you say one rary again, like I have explained, it's they laugh. They laugh. When you say one tirari, they have laughed, they had laughed. One is they, T have or had, rary is laugh. But in this case, you can't say they have laughed, right? So you say they have laughed. Again, we're keeping up with English tenses. So that is what I have. If you would like to kind of go over anything, you can slow this video down, or try to, whatever speed works for you. You can adjust the speed to whatever speed you like and kind of go over it again if you'd like to. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be willing to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day and goodbye.